Good to see you. Welcome to St Mary's today, and a little bit different for our Sunday services, but some things are very familiar, so I'm going to start with the notices. First off, just to say that from this Monday, so from tomorrow, the church will be open from 10:30 in the morning until midday, and you'll be able to come in, you can sit, you'll have opportunity to reflect. There'll be some prayer resources here, the Bibles are on hand, there'll be candles that you can light, but it's just a time for you to come in. We're all set up for the social distancing. We'll have a couple of church members here on duty as well. It's just a time to meet with God. So if that will be of help to you, the church is open 10:30 until 12, 7 days a week. A couple of other things to mention. One is our YouTube channel, St Mary's in Sale West. That's free to subscribe and to like, so please do that. And we'll be putting all of these Sunday messages will go on there, and various other messages from during the week. Some of the longer things that we have will go on those. Fuel has its own YouTube site, so they are staying up to date as well as a youth congregation. You can follow the church Facebook page, St Mary's in Sale West. And Jane and I have both set up work Facebook accounts. I know a number of you have already followed us on those, but that's the Reverend Steve Rankin or the Reverend Jane Beaumont. Please do sign up for both of those. You can add us, and then we post regular, if not daily, updates on there as well. Not so much kind of some of the funnies and distracting things that you might find on Facebook, but we just want to root people on a daily basis into kind of God's word or just some thoughts that will help and encourage us through this time. The church website contains all of our back catalogue of sermons, there's videos, children's ideas, the address book, there's all sorts of things there. So do, again, encourage you to make use of that. And there will also be, during this kind of season ahead, a children's page. Julie, our children's pastor, is going to start to populate that. There'll be all sorts of regular video updates, ideas, craft activities, so something that would help just the whole family be doing some activities together. Something else we're also hoping to do, to roll out in the next week or two, are things that we might need some more help and volunteers for. So we would love to see various prayer groups starting, and Jane will be in touch with people who are willing to pray and intercede during this time. We'd also love to see a volunteer group of people who are willing to phone on a weekly basis some of our elderly or more vulnerable members, and just make sure that they're still in contact with people, that they know that the church is here. So the idea will be however many volunteers we get, we'll subdivide the list, and you would have hopefully 5 or 6 names that you would be calling up each week and staying in touch with those folk. Also want to encourage all of you who are involved in discipleship communities, whether that's huddles or small groups or clusters. I know a number have already started to meet online and use video conferencing, whether that's Zoom or via Facebook Messenger or whatever medium. It's possible to meet as a group of people, and it really does make a difference to see face to face. I was involved this morning in the men's huddle. We didn't manage to do our breakfast as usual, but it was great to meet with the 3 other guys and to spend a good hour and a half together and just catching up and then being able to pray for one another through the different challenges that we're facing. So I do commend that to you. If you're struggling at all with the technology on that, please give the office a call and we will get in touch with the small group leaders. We'll make sure that you get the necessary help to get you all online as a group. The final thing that I just wanted to mention was, again, something that we're hoping to start in the next week, 10 days, and that's more of a community initiative built around something called Bags of Hope. There'll be lots of more information about this coming out, but the rough guide to that is that there will be bags here at church that church members can come and collect. There'll be a shopping list of 10 items, some of the basics, tea, coffee, those sorts of things. We'll also put a little bit of contact information about the church and where people can find help. And then the idea is that people would take those bags once they're filled and distribute them to those who are in need at this time. And it may be that you know of neighbours. It may be that we put together a list of roads for that. But there'll be more information about that in due course. But just to let you know that we have that in mind as a church. We want to not just survive during this period, but to see the Church of God thrive and to be real salt and light where we are.